Welcome to the Nerd Dome, episode 4. It's been a while, but Guardians of the Galaxy was so awesome that it knocked us into hibernation for a few weeks. But we're back now. I'm
It's
Luke.
not what something awesome should do.
It is. It was so awesome. It put us in nerd comas. Um, all right, I'm Luke. I'm here with Ryan. Hello. Charles.
That's me.
I like how it takes 5 minutes. Hello!
And Sam.
Hi.
I go
Amen.
before you.
The masked podcaster is not with us this week, so our
He's
goal...
off fighting crime.
the cat.
If that's what they're calling it these days.
The kitty litter hasn't been changed, and he's been called to duty.
Why is he a kitty?
Because of his mask. So yeah, Charles, go ahead and lead us off this time with your adventures at San Diego Comic-Con. It's been a few weeks, but put it out there.
It's giving him time to reflect.
That's right. Yeah, to realize how big it... Oh my god. Everything that could happen did. I sadly didn't get to go to any cool panels, except for Batman. I saw a Batman 75th panel that was pretty badass.
Of course, Batman.
It was... Yeah, of course, Batman. It had Denny O'Neil, Neil Adams, Scott Snyder, Frank Miller,
Gimli.
like 2 other people. I can't remember who. But all
Gimli.
talking about Batman. That was cool. I met the owner of Avatar Press, which was really cool for me, considering I love Crossed and all the weird independent shit. But the real adventure comes when I lost my phone
And your press pass.
at Con. Oh, and my pass. Yeah, I lost both of those. Shit sucked. So,
You love
alright, so I didn't have a hotel, and so I was sleeping in line at Con, which sounds really bad unless you've been to Comic-Con. Then you realize that there's 10,000 other people doing it, so you're not weird. And yes, that's what makes you not weird. Is if other people do it, then you're not weird, and it's okay. So I went and hoboed it, and I was trying to charge my phone. It was the first day of Con, Thursday. We go back to our car, which is parked at a half-hour train ride away from the convention center. And we had to drop some stuff off that we bought because I spent way too damn much money. And so it was worth it. I'm going with that anyway. I tell myself that every day. But I had to stop at the train station. It was 12:30 at night, and I plugged my phone in to charge. And then fell asleep at the train station. And then when the train came, I hopped on the train and left my phone. So my phone chilled at the train station. So did my brothers. We were both charging our phones at the train station. By the time I realized it, I hopped on the next train back, went back, and the phones were gone. Best part about
Wait, I
that...
think that your brother lost his phone too.
Oh yeah, we both lost our phone, which was great because we were the only ones there and had no form of communication with each other if we ever got separated.
Did you guys?
Communication sucked.
Did he walk behind you with one of the kitty leashes on your back so so you wouldn't?
No.
But it looked like a monkey, so it was okay.
Yeah, no, it was okay because I was wearing a monkey in the backpack, so it's totally fine. So the best part about that is that night, that turns out that the train we took to get back to our phones was the last train of the night. And so we had to try and figure out a way to get back to the convention center. And so we asked a couple random dudes who were hopping off the train if they knew when the next train was. They're the ones that told us it's the last train, and they had just come from the bar. That's how we knew it was the last train. So we asked them if we could use their phones to see if we could call our phones to see if they were anywhere around. They weren't. And so these random dudes gave us a ride to the nearest hotel that had a shuttle stop that ran 24 hours. So for 24 hours you could hop on the shuttle every half hour and take it back to Con.
Well, it could have been much worse. He could have dropped you off at the hotel, that's like a shack behind some rickety rundown house where they're gonna murder you.
Could have been a more modern day Deliverance.
Yeah.
Deliverance, where they play the Beach Boys.
You would have been Beatty, bro. You would have been Beatty.
I did meet 3 big bald guys that were drunk and wanted to fight me. Solely because I told them that Burt Ward was not gay.
Wow.
Because I said he's not gay. They're like, no, he's gay though. No, dude, I'm gonna fight you. He's fucking gay. And I'm like, I don't think he's gay. So they sat there and wanted to fight us. And then as we get over, we
He's up at my picture of Burt Ward.
Oh, Charles, making friends in San Diego.
yeah, bald dudes that just want to fight me. It's bullshit.
Is it because
So we
everybody's
touched-
gay in San Diego?
Is it because what?
Is it because everybody is gay in San Diego?
It must be. Or at least everyone on TV is gay. Or just anyone that's played Robin, I think was more of the point.
There's only one way you get to the top in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Okay, so what else, when you were cruising around, did you see in the convention hall and stuff?
Well, let's see here. I saw the Batfleck cowl, which looks badass. They had that on display at the DC Comics booth. DC Comics this year, because it was Batman's 75th, they just had a ton of Batman props and paraphernalia and shit, which was really cool. So you got to see like all the mini replicas of all the masks from the Joker's heist at the beginning of Dark Knight, which was kind of cool. Saw a lot of Hot Toys shit, and if you guys don't know what Hot Toys is or Sideshow Collectibles, some of the coolest goddamn figurines you'll ever see. And one of the cool things that happened while I was there, I'm now set up to be the exclusive retailer in the Salt Lake Valley for those.
Shameless
If you
plug,
want-
shameless.
Nice.
Yeah, if you want really expensive stuff, come to the Nerd Store. That's Fair Ball, dude, it's been fucking way too long. I don't remember what all I saw. There's a Pacific Rim auction going on, and I entered to win Pacific Rim armor, which would have been really cool, but I didn't win. But
Why
I won a
not?
lot of money.
Was it to
'Cause
scale?
I don't win things. No, it was legit armor, but it was the armor that was used in the movie.
But
So, like,
okay,
it was
never mind.
the Australian dude's armor. Yeah, just shut up. And so there's a big auction going on right now, actually, for Pacific Rim ship. What else cool stuff did I see? I don't know. I was mostly spending my time in lines and buying shit and arguing with people.
Yeah. See, some of the
Comic-Con.
stuff.
In a nutshell.
I heard that when they were talking about like every year they do these websites do these reviews like who won Comic-Con, like which panel, which actor. Like last year it was Loki walking out on stage in full
And I
costume.
was there, and that was amazing.
That was okay. So that was last year, and from what I read, the person that I think won Comic-Con was Misha Collins from Supernatural, Castiel. He walked up to everybody that was waiting in line for the Marvel panel and started handing out cups of coffee. Everyone had been waiting there for like 7-8 hours, just standing in line.
No, you're underestimating. We showed up to get to that line at 11:30 at night, the night before, because again, we didn't have a hotel, so we were going to go sleep in line. We showed up at 11:30 to get in line for the panel that started at 10:30 the next day. The line was 2 miles long, at least.
It's ridiculous.
Shit.
So the people that he was handing coffee to were the guys who lined up on Thursday for the Friday panel.
Wow.
There's only a certain amount of things in life that warrant Jesus Christ, and that's one of them.
So, now that we've at San Diego, they revealed the Wonder Woman costume for the Dawn of Justice movie. What do you guys think when you see all of the costumes that they've come up with? Like, what are your guys' thoughts?
Gal
The
new
Gadot
ones?
is still too skinny.
Yeah, the new ones.
Go to Africa, get some perspective.
Yeah, but
No.
we're not trying to cast Africans as Wonder
I know.
Woman.
I'm joking.
She's too small for Wonder Woman.
Okay, Pat, you were saying something?
She is too small for Wonder Woman, that's true. I like it though because it's modern, so it's kind of nice. I think it makes me think of Xena, and Xena makes me happy because, yeah, I've watched all of Xena.
Xena's signing up to be in the new Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Plus, Xena's going to be in the new Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., so, like, it all goes together. No, it has nothing to do with it because that's DC and Marvel, and we don't cross those lines.
Never cross the streams. We'll cross the streams later, but never cross.
Gross!
What? It's not.
Gross!
It's a Ghostbusters reference.
I know, but it sounded good.
What about you, Sam? What do you think?
Oh, just Wonder Woman, or
Or yeah, Wonder Woman, and then like what you think of all of them together or individually.
I'm
Like,
excited that they're bringing a woman into it. Sorry to interrupt, but
Yeah.
I'm really excited because they didn't bring Miss
the thing
Marvel.
about Wonder Woman is, I think that actress is really hot. So any negativity about her pisses me the fuck off. No, but no, I think she'll do well with it
No, she won't.
because she was the only reason why I watched the last 2 Fast and the Furious before the last one or whatever. After
Right.
she died,
You put a subpar actor in with other subpar actors, and she looks good.
and you have a
put
DC
a
movie.
subpar actor with good actors.
Boom.
Joking. I'm
Put
joking.
you put a subpar actor in with good actors, and she's gonna look like shit. I still
I don't
am
know. I
very
But
concerning. She doesn't look the role.
give it a chance. Give it a chance.
I'm gonna give
If
it a
she
chance.
does-
I'm
if
gonna
she
be there
does
opening
well.
night.
If she does well, eat your shoe. If she doesn't,
That is
I'll
excessive.
disagree with you.
What the fuck? That is
Okay,
bullshit.
but again, that's going away from what you think of the costume, not what you think of the actress that's going.
Well, okay, the costume, it's modified, it's more modern, I guess. So I don't think it's bad. I'm not necessarily looking at the costume more than her, but the costume doesn't bother me. So
Okay, what about your feelings? Because I know we've talked about this away from the podcast about the Batfleck costume. Go ahead and throw it out there.
I'm used to the longer ears. I didn't grow up with the Frank Miller Dark Knight stuff, so the shorter ears makes him look like a kitten to me. So
Come on.
I was just
Shorter
I
ears make the whole
like, when I
hell of
saw
a
it, I was
lot
like,
more sense.
I know they make more sense, but I was the Tim Burton Batman fan with the long pointy ears. Well, not very long, but longer than the Batfleck costume. So
Charles,
That
what do you
costume is just more practical.
it is more practical. I do admit that.
you don't have to duck your head to walk in the room.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna get you shit. Fuck, I forgot to duck. That hurt.
Hold on. Let me do that again. Batman's all about entrances.
He uses a lot of super glue.
running after a crook in the building, while all of a sudden his mask comes off because he hit his fucking ears on the door frame. It's Bruce Wayne.
Hey!
I will pay you to forget you saw that.
As far as the overall costumes go, I love them. I like it. I think they're gonna be awesome.
Some Charles Delay overlap there, but go ahead.
I like the Batman one. I like that it's fabric. I like that it's not the super armor. I really don't like the Batman emblem though. It's like the giant overweight bat sitting on his chest.
Batman.
Don't like
So
it.
it's basically what they did with the Superman symbol.
Has anybody seen what the Levi's bat symbol is?
Levi, like the jeans?
Yeah, like like we just barely got the underwear in at my work, and it's the same symbol, basically, as the new bat symbol.
So the Frank Miller Batman.
Is it on the front or the back?
It goes on the back, so when you walk around,
When you
your
shit your
underwear.
pants, you don't know.
No, because it's made out of silicone, so your underwear doesn't fall down because it holds to your back. It's really interesting. I'd have to show you, but
There's so much more science that goes into ladies' underwear than guys. They're
no,
like,
this is for men.
what?
Yes,
What?
this is men's underwear. That we just barely got it, and the Levi's specific brand underwear has the bat symbol on it. Like the top part's just flat, but the bottom part is all like wavy, like bat symbol.
And Charles bought him a year's supply without having to use the same pair twice.
You think I have money? Funny.
Okay. Ty, what do you think about the Batman costume?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes, I like it. I think it's interesting to kind of change it up. It's in a sense, I want to say it's controversial, if I can talk. People aren't gonna like it, and I think that's what I like about it.
Yeah.
Going against the grain.
I like it.
It will be interesting to see.
Yeah, it just, for me, it looks like straight out of Dark Knight Returns.
Which
And-
is so awesome.
The more Dark Knight Returns-y, the better, in my opinion. So I'm actually more interested to see what the rest of the Batmobile looks like. That's what I'm worried about. I'm like, is it going to be like this weird amalgam of Michael Keaton Batman, Batmobile, which is the best, and
No, Adam West is the best Batmobile.
Adam West is the best Batmobile.
no.
Totally.
What, like the mix of Batman and Richie
Yeah.
Rich vehicle?
Frankly, as long as it's not Batman and Robin, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And okay, with the Wonder Woman one, I like it because it is very Xena, and it looks armor. Like I was like everything in all these the pictures that they have are very sepia tone, and like you can't really see the colors of it. Like if they bring out the colors on the Wonder Woman one, and you can actually see the red and the blue and all that stuff, I think I'll like it more. Like I don't mind it. And with my problems with Man of Steel and most of the DC movies, I wasn't expecting too much, so
It's red, white, and blue.
I'm happy with it.
A lot of people are really upset because it's the Xena thing. I've kind of seen a lot of flaming about that it reminds you of Xena, but I think it's pretty cool, and I really like that it's armor too. And I don't know, I kind of think it's colored weird, but that just might be the picture that they have. Like I'd want it to be more gold where the Wonder Woman symbol is and stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah, well,
with
we have a
the
picture.
actor that they choose, that they have to do something that represents some sort of Amazon. And
Yeah.
making the costume seem Xena really helps with that.
Yeah, that was my first thought too. Superman, pretty much the same little
He looks like
lines that are
Superman.
different. Was that Charles? Trying to say
Yeah.
something?
I was just saying he looks like Superman.
Yeah.
Superman looks like
And-
Superman.
The best part about these is underwear on the inside. Underwear on the inside. Finally.
He doesn't have to double up anymore. He's potty trained.
Okay, next little bit of news that I wanted to talk about, being a giant Star Wars nerd, is now that Marvel has the Star Wars license back to make comics.
Marvel, you mean Disney, who's taking over the world?
The unholy trifecta.
It doesn't matter, because the more I get, the happier I am. Just keep me fed and I'll be fine.
Even
But,
a bad Star Wars movie is a good one.
Yes.
Not true. Episode 1 just
So there's 3 new books coming out. There's a Star Wars ongoing series being written by Jason Aaron. There is a Star Wars Darth Vader written by Karen Gillan. And then there's going to be a Princess Leia miniseries written by Mark Waid.
Nice.
And they're saying that
Gardner Butler.
The Star Wars ongoing and the Darth Vader are really going to be kind of two sides of the same story. Like you don't need to read both, but if you read both, you get the Marvel thing.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I am actually most excited for the Princess Leia one because anything Mark Waid does is great, and it's really from what I read is it's really going to focus on it's because it happens between A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back, and it really shows how she deals with
Incest.
her not yet with her planet being destroyed because they really never cover that. She just kind of is like, oh, I got stuff to do, and they never really show her like mourn or any kind of
She
emotion over
obviously
it.
hates her
It's gonna
planet.
add.
I feel like that's going to be good because when they did that with Star Trek, it was, I mean, I really enjoyed that part of the storyline.
Yeah. What any of you guys? What do you guys think? Which one of those, or would you want to read? What sounds?
Oh, I would totally read Vader.
What a surprise!
Dude, I'm a dark side. I gotta go with the Vader.
one. And the best part about the writing, the writers that they chose for the ongoing and Darth Vader, is right now they're currently, they collaborate very well, like interweaving their stories because Karen Gillan is writing Loki, Agent of Asgard, and Jason Aaron writes Thor, God of Thunder, and they have the 10th Realm where they're switching out every couple issues or every other issue, and it didn't break the narrative at all. It all seemed like the same story, so that's what makes me kind of excited for what they'll do if they'll do that with Star Wars.
It just means I have to add 3 new titles to my hold, and that sounds like a lot of work and a lot of reading.
Are these comics going to be part of the new canon?
Yes, and that's the other thing. They are new canon officially.
I think I'm gonna get. How many issues do they plan? Has that come out?
Well, the ongoing one will go as long as they sell them.
Like the Vader. Like how long is that gonna go?
As long as they sell them, they'll keep making them. I believe the Mark Waid one's probably going to be a 6, 7, or 8 issue run for the Princess Leia, just depending on.
Okay.
Depending on.
Well, I
how
hope they do special edition covers because I'll make like a nice wall montage of the Darth Vader ones.
They probably will. And then on the other Star Wars news that I heard is, they had the Star Wars Rebels panel, the new animated series that's coming out, and at first, I really wasn't a fan of the Clone Wars the Clone Wars cartoon when it first started. But near the end, as it picked up, I was like, "Oh, this is really good." When it started getting a little bit darker, but and I hope they kind of carry over the same tone into Rebels. But the one thing that it didn't really I had heard that it was happening, but didn't click in my head that one of the main characters in it is voiced by Freddie Prinze Jr. And I was like, really, Freddie Prinze Jr. But from everything I've seen of it, it looks great because it's the original trilogy stuff. It's Star Wars.
Yeah,
So
I saw a couple of little mini clips on it too, and I'm actually really excited for.
I am so excited for the Star Wars Rebels. I loved the Clone Wars, especially at the end, but I liked it from the beginning, and I just really like that. And I'm also really excited about this whole shift back to the trilogy, because there was this giant shift into the prequel that everything is prequel stuff for so long, and now we're shifting back, and that's the better series.
Yeah, back to the good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree with that. And there's actually a book coming out by John Jackson Miller called. Of course, can't remember the name now. It comes out in September, but it's a full novel. It's like the first since they kind of cut the canon with the old Star Wars stuff and said that's not really canon anymore. Now they have the new one. It's called A New Dawn by John Jackson Miller, and it's the first novel that's official canon now, and it's about the characters from Rebels. So you get to know a little bit more about them before the series premieres. So there's that.
It's awesome. I'm in.
Do you guys have any more San Diego news that we wanted to talk about?
I just hope Rebels is not She's All That.
Well, just that Evangeline Lilly is going to be an Ant-Man.
Ant-Man. There you go. Ant-Man. That's what we're talking about.
This could be a
Evangeline
small
Lilly announced that
subject.
she's going to be in it. Bum.
Arrow season 3 with
Ra's al Ghul.
Ra's al Ghul in it. What do you guys think about them bringing a little more Batman to it? I know if Edgar was here, he'd be like, I like it, but so we're
Is
gonna
that your Edgar?
And then he would
That
continue
was a
cleaning
good
himself.
Edgar. You sounded real Mexican. You gotta get a little more wine, though. Gotta get a little more wine.
You got to be a little more hipster to your Edgar. Got a little hipster to your Mexican.
You
You're
got
good.
That's so rough.
Go ahead. Tom, what you
I'm empty again.
No more.
Ra's al Ghul is really cool. I'm excited for that. I'm super excited to finally see Red Arrow in the Red Arrow costume.
At your house with
He's one of my favorite characters in the Arrow thing. I really liked his whole story.
I still need to get through season 2 before I can continue on to season 3.
Well, hurry up, would you? God damn.
Really excited for Flash too.
I'm ridiculously excited for what DC's doing in their TV universe. I'm just really sad that they announced that their TV universe will not cross over with the movie universe, which is just so sad. And from a fan standpoint, they could have done so much with that. But
That's
they're
because
not.
DC sucks and Marvel is better.
Oh,
I've always thought
Giggity.
they differ so much on their strategies, but Marvel is doing the whole everything all-inclusive and pushing the weird bottom of their barrel stuff out. And DC is like, I mean, with the pushing of the Aquaman movie that they're doing, instead of doing a Wonder Woman movie, and
well, and it seems
also
like they're forcing the Aquaman movie out fast too. Like it's gonna be crap because they're just trying to go. Here's Aquaman. Take Aquaman.
yeah, and if they're gonna try to pull Aquaman off, I mean, they gotta do it really good because Aquaman already has a
Bad reputation.
reputation.
Aquaman is a bathtub novelty.
Oh, callback to episode 1. Yeah. Okay. What was we have the Hobbit trailer also
Dear God.
came out. What do you guys think about that one?
No longer call it the Hobbit, just call it the Bovine because it keeps getting milked.
Ah.
They're playing at the theater at Valley Fair now. It plays on the big screen that's outside. I'm really excited, but
I could not care less.
God. Peter Jackson failed me.
Why?
Why? I was so pissed after seeing this Desolation of Smog. I was so pissed. I'm like, you're adding a bunch of crap that was not even close to being in the books, and then you extend it for a third movie. The book was half the size of the first book of The Lord of the Rings, and we've already gone into, 2 hours more of theatrical
So
picture.
is that sorry? Is that Leonardo, Michelangelo, Donatello, or Raphael?
This one would be Donatello.
Yeah,
For all those who can't
What do you
see, she's
think?
holding up a turtle. Squirtle.
Which one? Yeah, this one's actually it's Ivysaur, which is not technically a turtle. It's more of a frog. It's a happy
It's a Squirtle. Squirtle.
His name is Mr. Turtle. Do you know what that's from?
Mr. Turtle?
Wild Ride?
No.
I don't know.
I got nothing.
Dragon Ball Z.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Fail
Oh
ball
my
for
god, I
you.
haven't even thought about Dragon Ball Z in like probably 10 minutes.
I was gonna say because that could be another episode.
Yeah.
I
That
won't
could
be
be.
on that episode.
Actually, I could
Again,
probably do an entire podcast about Dragon Ball Z.
All
I'm
I know
sick of
about
this.
Dragon Ball Z is it had a really awesome movie.
Which one?
Not the live action one. That was
Oh,
a fucking
oh
joke.
my
Yeah, that's the only
god.
thing I know about it. Just the live action movie.
No.
That could have possibly been so bad it could have been mistaken for a Bollywood film. I'm serious, that was a
That
terrible
wasn't
movie.
about Indians. It was weird.
It was terrible.
I think Charles should
All right. So our next thing that we're going to move on to is here in Salt Lake, and about 2 weeks-ish, we're going to be having the second Salt Lake City Comic-Con, and Charles can break some news if you're not following him on the Facebooks here on the podcast about his latest developments.
He likes to announce on the Book of Face.
What?
Face baby.
Anyway, all right. I am going to be on 3 panels. So if you want to come see me talk about things and have opinions on stuff, you can see me at Comic-Con.
I
Yeah.
already have to do that when I work with you.
I
We
know.
will
And I can come see me do it in front of other people.
We'll
I don't get
play
paid
for
for
listeners
that.
throughout the audience with notes to stump Charles to make him get very, very nervous up on stage.
I am just going to tell you, if you stump me, I'm just going to yell at you and tell you to get out.
He has security under his thumb.
You're drunk.
You're banned. Leave.
line up together, and then he'll have to say, "Get out, get out, get out, get out."
No. What I want is like 5 of you to line up so I can do the half-baked line. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. Fuck you. I'm out. And then just walk off stage.
All right.
Drop the mic.
Damn, I would if I was holding a mic, but I don't think I will be holding a mic. I'll throw the proverbial mic on the ground.
All you have to do is do the hand and drop it.
Yeah.
So who are Ryan can start this one off. Who are like some of the people that you're excited to meet this time, or panels you're excited to see?
I can talk about it because I am the signature and picture whore of the Comic-Con.
You're a
That's
whore.
an understatement. I saw your wall. Oh my god.
So yeah, Stephen Amell, I'm so excited to see him, and I'm so excited to see Jaron Barrowman, and also I'm so excited to see Stephen Amell again. Because
Once again.
they're awesome. And I hope Stephen Amell's abs also make an appearance at our Comic-Con.
Abdominals.
And I really hope
I heard his abs were going to be in Baltimore.
John Barrowman and Stephen Amell together. The Arrow panel would be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
And Wesley the Dread Pirate Roberts, I really want to see him.
Carrie Ellis.
Yeah, that guy.
Sam Witwer is on my list because he's Starkiller and he's Doomsday in the Smallville that I'm not ashamed to say that I really liked. And he
I'm a
trashed it.
WB fan.
What was that?
I'm a WB fan.
Those exist?
Hey, if you don't like Supernatural, you suck. And
I
that's
haven't
W.
watched it.
Or no, that's CW, isn't it? Oh.
It is.
Same
That is
thing.
Well,
awesome.
it used to be WB, now it's CW.
Yeah, but now it's got a Canadian kind of thing to it.
Is it really?
Because of the C?
The CW stand for Canada, Sam.
Damn this Canadian, you hoser.
Oh, that was good. Okay, sorry, continue.
Kevin Conroy, because he's my Batman.
Fucking Batman.
I'm
And
Batman.
Michael Rosenbaum, because I also like the Smallvilles. And that movie, Sorority Boys, was quite awesome.
Wow, sorority boys.
And Black Power Ranger number 2, Johnny Young Bosch.
The second black guy.
Is he really
Yeah.
black?
No, he's the Asian Black Power Ranger.
I like how the first yellow Power Ranger was Asian.
Yes. And
So
then they
racist.
realized
The
that
Power Rangers were so racist.
And she's dead. She got in a car accident, who would have guessed?
I apologize to all of our Asian viewers.
We don't have any of those.
We don't now.
They're
Yeah,
too smart for us.
if we did, they're not there anymore.
Sorry.
And last
You're
Batman
bad.
Craig Parker.
Yes.
Too soon?
He's the dude that plays in Spartacus, and he also plays Haldir in Lord of the Rings, and he also played Dark and Raw in that horrible Soul of Truth show.
I know exactly who you're talking about now. That's what I remember him from. For me, number one on that list of excited to meet is Bruce Campbell.
Bruce Campbell.
Bruce Campbell.
Hell to the king, baby.
Yeah.
Number two, for me personally, is Alan Tudyk, because Firefly, Serenity, amazing.
No. Not because of that. Tucker and Dell.
Oh,
Steve the Pirate. Steve the Pirate from Dodgeball. Yeah, those. I didn't get a chance to meet Stan Lee the first time, so this time it's gonna happen.
I am so glad he
Do
is
we know how
coming.
much that is?
What was
$70.
that?
$70 for the picture with him?
$80 for a picture, $70 for an auto.
And then it's like 190 if you want both.
Yeah.
Splitting it with my
That
Asian
also
friend.
gives you something else, like there's just some.
Your Asian friend that you alienated?
Yes.
If they listen to this podcast?
She'll have to
don't
deal
worry,
with
she didn't
it.
see it.
We have no cultured friends.
The
Charles has a black friend.
I have a
Oh.
black friend.
the other one I'm excited for is the Tick.
Yeah. Yes.
Putty from Seinfeld.
Patrick fucking Warburton.
I like pie.
Warburton. And who's not excited for Hulk Hogan to come slap you on the shoulder and go, brother?
Mm.
I'm not at all.
Come on, don't you want to try and take the bandana off and then outrun him because he's old now? I'm really excited to see the Doctor Who panel that they're putting together now that they have two doctors, John Barrowman. They've got what's her name from Torchwood, Gwen from Torchwood. I want to see that panel. That's going to be awesome. My other odd sci-fi show that I enjoy immensely was Farscape, and the actress that played Chiana from Farscape is going to be there, and that is going to be amazing. I wish they'd get the rest of them, but that will be awesome because Farscape hardly gets anything when it comes to that. It's usually overshadowed, but I loved it. I still love it.
I would
watch it.
probably cry if Claudia Black came. I would be so freaking happy. But Chiana's my second favorite character.
What if I can't remember that John Crichton shows up? I would be like awesome.
Yeah, he would be cool.
I would go because he was in Stargate.
Exactly. I was like, you could get him to come. Because,
Claudia Black's in Stargate too.
yeah.
They get in together.
Who was?
Yeah, she was.
Oh, the other chick, yeah.
Yeah. They just recycle actors
Not the blue one.
or Scorpius, who also played young Grand Moff Tarkin at the very end of Episode 3. The only other thing I know that he's in. Yeah, but that's really I don't know. I'm a big Breaking Bad fan, so having the
Science, bitch.
Breaking Bad show up is awesome. They're probably gonna set up another Buffy / Angel panel with like Charisma Carpenter and Eliza Dushku. And that one, that would be really cool. So Sam, what about you? If you're even going, who would you be excited to go see?
I'm not going. So I can't be excited.
But
for
you could
torture.
go. But you could go.
You know what? Since you brought it up last, it's like I watched Angel and I didn't watch too much of Buffy, but like just the fact that Elijah Dushku would be there, I'd probably go just to meet her or listen to her talk.
Minus the lesbianness, Elijah Dushku is probably like my most favorite person.
I just want to look at Elijah Dushku. I don't even necessarily want to meet her. I just want to stare at her.
I have a friend that lives, maybe he's listening, probably not, but he lives in Connecticut, or Massachusetts, sorry, and he, like, has the biggest crush on Eliza Dushku, and I told him about it, and he was researching how much plane tickets would cost, and how, he was trying to set his finances out just to come out for one day to meet her and then get back on the plane and fly back for his job. So I was like, wow, that's dedication, my friend. So what about you, Pat? Who are you excited for?
Obviously I'm very excited for Chiana. She looks different in real life, so like who she is in the show is definitely amazing. And I totally would just love if she would come dressed up and I can get a picture with her dressed up.
David Frank and show up in costume.
Yeah, so she probably hasn't been in that costume for since the show ended. I would be very excited for that. Elijah Dushku, obviously, she's amazing. The guy who plays in Torchwood and Doctor Who, I'm very excited for. Yeah, he's cute. I'm into it. The scientist in Back to Future, and I hate that I forget his name, but oh my god, I'm so excited for him.
Oh, Christopher Lloyd?
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Ah.
Christopher Lloyd canceled, as well as David Morrissey.
The governor's gone.
Yeah, the governor's gone, and Dino Gorman, so no Hobbits either.
Are you serious? No Hobbit either?
Dwarves.
Are we at least gonna get a Star Trek character?
You got
cares about
Dude, I know exactly who Luke wants to come. His last name is
Patrick Stewart?
Last name is what?
Cumberbatch.
Cumberbatch.
What's that?
On?
Is Unite.
Fucking hate that. Never mind.
Yeah.
Moving on. Charles.
Hey.
Your turn.
All right.
Boo.
First and foremost, Bruce Campbell. Like, that's it. Just Bruce Campbell. If it could just be a con all about Bruce Campbell, that'd be cool.
Oh, I totally would love to see Bruce Campbell, but I'd probably annoy the fuck out of him with all the references to Army of Darkness I would have.
Just pull up a chair and sit down next to him. This is going to take a while. Might as well sit down.
Just be like, hey, shop smart, shop as smart.
This is my boomstick.
If you
Just
go
wait
there,
for a reply.
If you go there, you can get his autograph, and I bet you he will write that on there for you.
That would be
I have to have that done now.
fantastic.
Oh my god, I have to have that done. Obviously Stan Lee, and then Alan Tudyk because of Tucker and Dale. If I could have him sign a wood chipper, I totally would.
He just threw himself into the wood chipper.
You just need to take a piece off the wood chipper and then have him sign it.
He wouldn't even hurt a fish.
And for you, Luke, I think since you brought up dodgeball, you should have Alan Tudyk just sign a dodgeball.
Yes.
That
Yes.
was awesome.
Go
No.
steal one
Dodgeball and have
No,
him sign it.
no, a monkey wrench. If you could
Yeah.
dodge a wrench, you could dodge the ball.
And then that's basically all that I care about. Oh, and Barrowman. I forgot about John Barrowman and Stephen Amell. Really, John Barrowman. Because I'm a huge Doctor Who. I love Torchwood. I'm a huge Doctor Who fan. Let me finish that sentence. Yeah, that's it.
Actually, your Bruce Campbell kind of links into a question that we got from a listener. Dustin asked, if you could ask
When did
Bruce
she send
Campbell one question, what would it be? Go ahead, Sam.
Who just left town? Jack or shit?
I get it. What about you, Pat? If you could ask Bruce Campbell one thing, what would you say?
I don't know if I could talk.
So would you just nerd freeze in front of Bruce Campbell and go, "Fat, hi,
I would. I know for a fact that I would just full on freeze.
I would just ask him to sign my chainsaw. It's just instantly first thing. Will you sign this? Mm.
You sign it, please.
There's one thing I would ask him, and that is to say the words correctly.
Now, what was that last word?
Dustin said that he would ask him, out of the 3 Evil Deads, what was his favorite and why was it his favorite? So that's actually like a legit question where we would all nerd freeze.
Yeah.
Yeah, nerd freeze.
Okay, we got another bunch of questions. He sent all these questions to me, probably guessing that I would not say them on the podcast, but guess what? They're
It's
going to be
happening.
said on the podcast. These are from David Fisher. Question 1. Can Spider-Man jack off without breaking himself? Yay or nay?
Can he what?
Without what? Without whatting himself?
Breaking himself.
Breaking? Like breaking his dick?
I would assume
How would he
so.
break himself?
Well, he's got
How
the
would he
tiny
break
little fibers, so I would
Yeah,
just think
but-
that his hand would get stuck to his forehead.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yay, listen.
It
Yay
doesn't get
or
stuck.
nay?
It's controllable. Otherwise, he wouldn't be able to touch a goddamn thing. Doesn't matter what he did. If he put on his suit, it doesn't matter. He would not be able to touch shit. It's controllable.
I'm sure.
Of course, he can jack off.
Maybe you can't control it when you orgasm.
I see you have put a lot of thought into this, Charles.
Okay, again.
Obviously, it's a little bit. You can want a little bit. You want a little bit of tension, but not much.
Listen, he's got about 17 questions, so yes or no. Sam, could he do it?
Yes.
Pat,
No.
Charles,
Yes, he could.
Yes.
It'd be like wringing out microfiber with fucking Velcro gloves on.
okay. Question number 2. When Hulk and
Open the
She-Hulk...
door. Solve the puzzle?
when Hulk and She-Hulk get it on, does it count as Hulk style?
If it's also incestuous Hulk style, then yes.
Yeah.
We're gonna say this takes place in the state of Kentucky, where it's not frowned on. So, Sam, yes or no?
Yeah.
Pat,
Yes.
Charles.
Isn't Hulk style just when you smash things?
Yeah, they would be beating the shit out of each other during that session. Choking is involved a lot.
They're cousins. This is wrong.
Like Klingon. I said yes. If it's
Oh, okay.
incestuous.
Yes. Okay. He
Incestuous
asks.
Hulk style.
He asks an actual legitimate one. Who would win in a fight, Bullseye or Hawkeye?
Hawkeye.
Pat?
Hawkeye.
Charles?
I'm gonna go with Hawkeye. Just why not?
Bullseye's not smart enough.
Bullseye doesn't have the range that Hawkeye does.
I would go with Bullseye due to the adamantium that he has on his skeleton. He could probably dish out and take more punishment that way. That's just me.
Yeah, but Hawkeye could do an eye shot. They call him Hawkeye. Hello?
Okay.
Bullseye wouldn't even make it up to Hawkeye.
Okay. Another fantastic question. Does Black Widow have booby-trapped panties? And which are the most deadly?
No, I think she's changed her vagina to be the booby trap.
Have you ever seen the movie Teeth?
That's exactly what I was thinking of. Ever again, and we'll be alright.
I thought that was like gone in my head. And when you mentioned it, and it was like all those bad memories coming back.
Okay, Pat. So yeah, yes or and what's the deadliest booby trap?
I don't know. Yes.
Exploding panties.
She goes up to Hawkeye and says, "Hey, I've created a new booby trap. I call it the Snapper."
Charles?
I'm going with Sam. It's just teeth. She's learned how to grow teeth.
And it's learned how to lie as well.
They're contractual though, so when she wants to and it's consensual, they go away.
Okay.
Like True
Does
Blood.
Tony Stark wear a diaper while in the suit? I believe that we've answered this because he can just go and it's got a filtration system.
Yep.
Right, yeah, it's got a built-in restroom.
Yeah, he proved that at his birthday party.
He's basically just pissing on the crowd, because, I mean, eventually the water's got to back up.
But here's the real
He's gonna
question.
fly over people
Does
if they
he
find him.
vent that out in the air like airplanes?
He can drink it.
That's my
Remember, it's
question.
recycled.
Oh.
Like on Waterworld.
But what about...
Last question from David Fisher. Does the Invisible Woman have invisible sex toys?
She would have to.
I'd like
really
to think no.
Be really weird to see a lady's butt plug walking down the streets of New York.
I think it'd be hilarious. I know. I'd love to see this dildo just floating in the air.
But if it was in use, would it not disappear?
Yeah, that's exactly what would happen.
What if she dropped her keys?
You can't see the
Okay,
phone.
in which-
I can if your hands are invisible.
In which case, it's just a chain of beads. It's like a bead.
That's another question.
The string of beads, and there's just a couple beads dangling out of her ass walking down the street.
They just float by.
Just don't touch the beads.
Don't touch the beads. Mommy, look, some beads.
Mom, look, a magic
Those
trick.
beads, dearie. Stay away from those beads.
Okay, and then we have one
Why's
more.
that parking cone walking away, Mom?
Take two. Each of us take two characters that would, never come across each other. And what do you think? Like, if you put them together, what would make the most interesting story or fight or situation? The example that was given was like Spider-Man and Green Lantern. Like, would that be funny to read? Who would win in a fight? What do you guys think?
That's a
Not good
thinking
on the spot.
question.
Specifically on Spider-Man and Green
Yeah,
Lantern? or
let's just do Spider-Man and Green Lantern while we're giving ourselves a chance to kind of come up with something else.
It'd be kind of weird. Depends on which Green Lantern. The one that stays
go-
home on Earth,
I'll
or
go
the one that
with
goes
Green
out in the galaxy.
I think it would be entertaining, and personally, I think Green Lantern would win in a fight because he can breathe in space, and that is my end all.
Universe based
Right.
every battle question.
Yeah, it's a trump card. Can he breathe in space? Can he not breathe in space? End of fight.
I would agree. Green Lantern would win. As far as the
I
two of them
thought
together,
I
I
would
don't
like
know.
to see a comic series of, and I know I've probably mentioned it before, but the Scarecrow from Batman and Daredevil, I think would be a really good fight. It would be a really good story because they would, combat each other very well with their positives. Yes, yes, Sam,
Quicksilver and the Flash.
that'd be good.
That'd be really good. They have a lot in common, and there would be a lot of racing.
I feel like it would just be a lot of racing. Who's faster? I am. No, I am. And they would just be running.
With
Yeah, there'd be a lot of panels with blurs on them.
on your left.
It'd be a 10-issue miniseries of just running.
And then a little cameo from Usain Bolt going, "Hey." All right, Pat, what do you got?
I think Power Girl and Miss Marvel.
That'd be cool.
I think I would enjoy that. Especially after watching Huntress and Power Girl go against each other in the animated series. Yeah, that was exciting.
Yeah, I would put my money on Captain Marvel because she's funny. They're about the same power level. Can crack wise. So
I just come up one, since we're going on the Guardians of the Galaxy. Rocket Raccoon and Sinestro.
Yeah, I think, like, as much as I like Rocket, I think Sinestro might be a little bit out of his league on his own. Just a little bit. But
Just the banter, because Sinestro's so serious all the time. Rocket Raccoon just wants to do all the childish blowing up things and being a complete drunk bastard. It's awesome.
All right, Charles, what do you got?
I want to see a buddy one of Jubilee and Robin.
That would be awesome.
Wait, which Robin? Are we talking like Dick Grayson? Are we talking Tim Drake?
Now you're making me think more. Damn it. Well, let's go with Grayson. Just call it Grayson.
Grayson? I think I'm gonna put all my money on Grayson. If it's Tim Drake, I think it's a little bit funnier because then there would be that awkwardness of him trying to hit on her. And
I would want Tim Drake and Jubilee. That's the one.
All right, Ryan.
The first one that popped in my head was Galactus and the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
You know he would just put a stick in him and roast him over a fire until he was around.
He'd just go up to the sun and be like, "There you go, fat boy."
Why are they fighting? They're not villains. Maybe they're working together.
Because Galactus is always hungry.
What would he use the chocolate and graham crackers? For his giant s'more? Would that be the Earth?
So much chocolate and graham crackers.
I had a cooler one that popped in my head. Well, maybe it's cooler. Squirrel Girl and Superman.
I think that would just be a lot of them sitting around, like, commiserating with each other and being like, you know what? You're a nice guy. You know what? Squirrel Girl, you're a nice girl. I think that would be the entire comic, them just sitting around at the Avengers.
Drunk Squirrel Girl and
babysitting Luke Cage's daughter. And it would be fantastic. How about the Ninja Turtles and the Powerpuff Girls?
Ooh. That'd be kind of interesting.
We're talking the either the 1990s original Ninja Turtles or the cartoon Ninja Turtles from back in the day.
I think the Powerpuff Girls would just play with the turtles.
They'd play dress up all the time.
All right. Well, anyone else have anything else or?
Guardians of the Galaxy and My Little Pony.
Nice.
I'm Groot.
Be like, you're cute and all, but don't think I'm not gonna kill you after all of this.
I'm gonna need one of their horns.
You take all the fun out of life.
All right. Well, thanks everyone for listening to episode 4. Sorry it's been belated. We've got. We may try and do some little short supplementary thing because next Thursday is, or not next Thursday. Sorry, the Thursday after is our recording slot, which is now filled by Comic-Con. So we may do something short, a little bit from Comic-Con, or do a little thing and pretty much rubbing it in to Sam that we're at Comic-Con and he's working. But yeah, so we will try and be much more regular on this. Whether
We'll eat some fiber.
I was just about to make that same move.
what are those Jamie Lee Curtis commercials?
Activia.
Activia. Yeah, we'll get our doses of Activia. But all right, thanks everyone for watching episode 4.
Come into the nerd store.
Yes.
Come
shameless
by
plug.
And see Pat!
and see that.
She'll make sure Edgar gives me my discount.
Yeah,
Right,
you're
right.
giving him his
Yeah.
discount.
Hey, you don't speak of the discount on air. Thanks everyone for listening. Goodbye.